Welcome back to Jafan has a brain freeze. He's only got a wisdom score of 8, everyone. But hey, he's got a permanent bonus to his will saves now. Is there anything new that can be taught? Jafan is very eager to learn more. This is great knowledge. Hey, so I'm back.
Yes. Have you come with questions?
Uh-huh.
Very well. What is it that drives you?
You taught me of... Before, when I heard the thoughts of my companions, I heard something, like an echo.
Ah, I had wondered if... But your powers are strong indeed. Now is not the time to speak of this. Wait until you have more of the galaxy within you, and we shall speak again.
What?
Every step on our journey shall bring with it discoveries. With persistence, you shall grow in the Force. And for every planet we reach, all that we touch with our presence, you shall grow, for you will have no choice.
Alright, GM. I will return when I am both more experienced and have traveled to all the planets of the Masters. Got it, GM.
Yes. Very.
Alright, you've taught me of sight. Is there anything else you can teach me? We'll finally get to this question.
When I spoke of sight before, there is a similar handicap that tends to occur among those strong in the Force. They neglect their skills. Some believe they no longer need them. The greatest wielders of the Force are those that maintain some grounding to the more physical realities of the universe.
What do you mean?
Some wielders of the Force have mastered piloting, others the ability to fix and repair and build, from simple moisture vaporators to more complex machines such as droids and vehicles. One's ability to understand the human body and its ailments, for example, can make your powers within the Force more complete, more powerful, when you attempt to repair the cellular damage of another. And others have mastered the more subtle work of politics, persuasion. Do not doubt that a galaxy may be conquered with words, a republic overthrown, and an empire made. When such skills are honed, one's abilities with the Force become that much stronger. My warning to you is this. Do not rely on your companions to compensate for your weaknesses in skill. There will be times they will not be there to help you when needed. What skill would you say is your greatest strength?
Persuasion. Convincing others to do as I ask.
And what skill would you say is your greatest weakness?
Well, I suppose I always had a bravado to me, you know? It's just a bit of a flair. Huh?
Then my task before you is this. Take your greatest weakness, devote effort to it, strengthen it, and I will show you how it shall strengthen your power in the Force.
Very well, I shall take this lesson to heart.
As you learn and train and test yourself against the galaxy, all your skills have a chance to improve and grow as well. When you devote some of that training to your weakest skill, you will know.
I'll think on this and return when my weakest skill is stronger. Jafan's player looks over at the GM.
Yes. Have you come with questions?
Teach me more about the
Very
Force.
well. What is it that drives you?
Lesson related to my skills. Oh my god.
Have you done as I asked?
I have devoted myself relying on not being seen. Look at these goggles.
Very well. Then know this. How some situations play out depend on who is perceiving them and whether they are being perceived. Your ability to control the perception of others in such situations will allow you to manipulate events to resolve them peacefully or violently. Skill does not always draw from the Force, but it is a measure of power nonetheless. It can grant knowledge, help steady oneself when one's thoughts are in chaos, or grant enlightenment. Much can be achieved without the Force, as you know. Life continues, persists, and may be helped or harmed as a result. Now I am tired. Leave me to my meditations.
You have gained a bonus to your weakest and strongest skills, and you have also recovered some of your connection to the Force. We're up to 130 Force points now, and we also have a bonus to Persuade and to... well, we actually need to have a stealth field generator on in order for that to show a skill. Rating, I was pretty sure? Well, we don't have any skill ranks in it at all, so it can't be used untrained. We may have been better off mechanically grabbing this treat injury point. Oh well. As if Jafan's gonna say his greatest weakness is caring about other people. It's great, it's funny. Good joke. Good joke. Good joke. Hi.
Yes?
Can you teach me any more?
Very well. What is it that drives you?
Looks like we're tapped out.
Very well.
There's lightsaber forms.
The Jedi practice. You may have others.
The Ataru.
Ah, one of the techniques you've learned from the Masters. This technique is good against a lone opponent, and you will find your critical strikes are more effective, but you will be vulnerable to almost everyone else you are fighting. Others may come with time, with experience.
And there's the Makashi.
A technique, it does
It
more
helps
damage.
do
Others
that stuff. There's the Sorisu.
Defensive technique, but with a lightsaber blade and enough skill in deflection, it is an excellent defense against blasters. Others may come.
Great.
Very well.
Okay.
Ask.
And we've definitely asked her the story about Jedi and
Does
Sith
it matter?
before.
Perhaps. What? That for what would it?
And then she goes through the cutscene
Take
again.
what's in you.
More than that. Alright, I'll be going. Good times. Alright. Good talk, Rhea. Jafan feels incredibly well informed. Is it time to talk to you? I don't know, you were kind of rude. Last time we spoke. T3. Are you over here, little buddy? Oh, there you are, yes. Hi. Might be able to upgrade your memory core. Take a look at it. Yeah, I didn't think so. How'd you get here? Evan Hawk? Where'd it come from? Where'd Evan Hawk come from? Well, say so. This isn't over. Programming spikes? How's the Evan Hawk? Great. Good talk. I'm done with you. Bao-Dur! How's it going?
Yes, General?
How'd you lose your arm? I know it's weird me asking this out of the blue, but damn it, I'm curious.
I got tired of it. Kept dropping my high-dose spanner. Figured I'd get a new one.
I was being serious.
If you were me, you'd probably want to joke about it too.
That's
Actually,
fair.
it was a
That's
souvenir
fair.
from Malachor. I was lucky I didn't lose more. But at least it gave me something to do, right? Everyone always said I was probably half machine anyway. Something else I can help you with?
Yeah, it's about as interesting as I thought it would be. Jafan shakes his head. That was a dumb question and did not amount to anything of meaning. She's been sitting cross-legged in, effectively, Jafan's quarters, taking up this entire damn starboard dormitory, whereas Craig gets the entire port dormitory. T3 gets plugged into his socket somewhere, and just slumps over in a chair. He never looks away. Handmaiden has the cargo hold to play with. We got a droid in the storage compartment. Where the hell does Jafan sleep? Maybe that's why he looks like this. It's because V took his damn sleeping spot. Hey. 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 It's awkward trying to go to sleep with you in here. I just want you to know that. Alright, it's been plenty of years since I pursued any meaningful dialogue with you. I'm not even sure how Jafan feels about you at this point. I guess we'll just play it by ear.
My life for yours.
Who sent you?
I serve my master. I am an emissary, a scout. My master was aware of a disturbance in the Force, but was unaware of its nature, of you. The disturbance is not something one feels from a living thing. There is little my master does not know, and that you eluded his sight for so long is significant. But I do not know why.
Her lips kind of remind me of Akir's, the Celestins. Just a different texture to them. Where can I find your master? So that I may stay away from him, or so that I may punish him for sending you.
You cannot. His vessel roams the borders of known space, and even I do not know where he travels. Until he calls for me. Even if I could lead you to my master, I cannot permit you to find him until you are ready.
Ready?
If I bring you before my master, untested, without your potential realized, then you will be lost to me, and I cannot allow that to happen. It would be as if one brought fire to a paradise valley, shattered a cavern of rare crystal, or blinded a painter.
Yeah, so... Okay. Right, I don't think Jafan feels any of these options. Like, my life is unimportant? Nah. I'll decide when I'm ready to command you to bring me before him. I order you to take me to him. She may be crazy. We may have to sedate her. I mean, she's a good kind of crazy in that she keeps saying my life for yours. But, she still refers to this other guy as her master. And so that seems like it creates an awkward situation here on the ship, where Jafan has no idea who the fuck she is, or why she's here, or why he hasn't shot her. How did you find me?
I felt you, heard you through the Force. It was like a sound at the edge of hearing. And when I heard it, I found I could not ignore it.
Okay. And your master's the one that sent you, yes?
I serve my master. My master was There is little
Great. I have questions for you.
I will answer what I can, but my answers may prove useless to you.
Was your master the one sent to Paragus?
I am not familiar with the place you speak of. My master has not entered Republic space for some time, but there are others who may move more freely, who may have been responsible for such an act of destruction.
What do you mean?
There are many factions within the Sith, all seeking to take what little remains in the wake of the Jedi Civil War. Where one moves, it is not always known to the others. But their purpose is the same. The death of all Jedi, everywhere. They believe you are the last of the Jedi, and their hatred of the Jedi unites them. All their eyes are upon you, and it is a terrible, quiet darkness that pursues you.
Okay, forget it. I had some other questions for you.
I will answer what I can.
So, was your master... I mean, this sounds dumb, but I'm gonna ask this question in a different way, because you could be a lying... You could be like Cray, okay? I'm already seeing some similarities.
My master did not cause the end of the planet you speak of. There are many factions within this, where one move, they...
Okay, yeah.
I will answer what I can.
I have heard your species is blind. How are you able to see?
My people once had the power to perceive events, to see through the Force. That sight may manifest itself in many ways, and at times, I may affect the abilities of others to see as well.
You sound as if that sight is lost to you. Jafan certainly doesn't understand.
My sight has been damaged. What I have taught you, it is not the full extent of the perceptions of my people.
Wait. What you have taught me? What? No. Kreia has taught me stuff. What have you taught me? She's got a limited ability to see the Force. She has Force Sight in first-person mode and can also use it as a Force power by spending Force points.
My master, he has crippled me. I have seen the galaxy as it truly is, and it has left its mark. It is not something I can explain, for the words are difficult. I only ask that you understand.
Alright, forget it. Is that all the questions?
I will answer what I can.
So, I think that situation, that influence check, is something that pops up, and if you have, like, enough influence garnered with her by, like, interacting and, and she, like, gives you, like, some sort of permanent boon. But it's not something that you can go back to, maybe? I don't know. I don't feel like going through, like, the Force cycle again anyway. Tell me about your homeworld. Maybe I can get some answers from you that way.
It is not something I speak of. The homeworld is no longer, and that is all.
Why do I leave you alive on my ship? Do you have anything to say for yourself? Why I shouldn't just shoot you right now?
My life for yours.
That is a pretty compelling argument. That was pretty good timing. I didn't think of that whenever I asked that question. Alright. That's... it's almost something to ask, like, whether, like, she's alright, but it would only be asked in, like, are you touched in the head sense? Because... she's got a lot of problems. Don't stick your dick in crazy. 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 Yeah. I think Jafan is just confused by her. Like, he doesn't know why he's not shooting her. It's because he's not allowed to, because I can't actually pull out my guns and kill her. Or toss her out the airlock. Or just hurl her onto Dantooine. But, she is Sith. And we defeated her by shooting her lightsaber. And she still has some sort of connection to her master, and It'll be curious to see what happens whenever her master calls her. I mean, for all Jafan knows, though, her master's like a fucking teddy bear. like literally like a stuffed animal. She's got some skill to her, but maybe she fought the Mandalorian Wars and she didn't survive the stress as well. Yeah. Final verdict. There ain't no final verdict. Undetermined. I guess, after that, Jafan will go speak with Handmaiden. I suppose. Hi.
Yes?
Can you teach me some more fighting moves?
Very well. I think you are ready for the next tier of instruction. For this we will keep the etiquette of the last duel, but we shall add any melee weapon you choose to the ritual, with the exception of the Jedi weapon, the saber. Vibroblade, Bothan stun stick, force pike, whatever you wish. But no items, no force techniques.
Whatever you use, it won't matter. You're still going down.
Then let us begin. And again, do not hold back. I will not.
Whatever melee weapon I desire, huh? It'd be funny if I pull out her staff and just beat her with it, but unfortunately I can't equip it. Okay. Let's see here. 5 to 20 damage versus 2 to 20 damage. We're sticking with the unarmed. No surprises there, I don't think. But we should probably, slap on the reaction system again. And while we're at it, the consciousness helm. Can't use our shield, of course. There's never, that's fine. 24 defense? Yeah, let's take the extra dexterity.
You have violated the etiquette of our duel. We will leave the instruction for another time, when you are willing to listen.
Alright, forgive me. I'd like to try again.
Very well. Let us duel again. Very well. I think you are ready. For this we will keep fire.
You're still going down. It upset her that I was fiddling with items, you know? It's possible that because I just equipped the axe, even though I didn't close the menu, that it counted as that. Perhaps I've lost some influence with her as a result. Oh well. I'm gonna go with power attacking here again. I don't... Like, I was mildly surprised whenever Jafan won the first time. I don't know whether we're gonna win the second one. She's leveled up too, you know? 10 damage. Compared to her 29. Jafan gets knocked down. Let's see what we're looking at here for the combat rolls. Jafan has a -3 for power attack, but I am only targeting a defense score of 17. So that's reasonable for me to hit. Meanwhile, Jafan has a defense of 24. She needs a roll of 9 to hit that. Whereas even with power attacking, I can hit on a much lower roll. And I definitely want to be power attacking, for sure. I think so. It increases melee damage by 3. It also increases the critical multiplier. If I do luck out and get a critical hit on her. You know, could happen. It might be worthwhile to not do, like, the power attack, but I'm gonna stick with it. You know, we have found better gear items that Jafan can wear. So, you know, there is some value in that too. Though her damn foot sweep is not exactly helping us. Improved power attack. Great stuff. Fortitude save. Yucky. It may turn out that the first one just ended up being the hardest. You know, we've got enough defense increasers that she's having a harder time hitting. Actually, does that lower defense at all? No, I didn't think so. It just has the trait of extra damage but minus hit. Like in a normal, like, Dungeons & Dragons Edition 3. Wow, I fucked up that sentence. Just like I fucked her up.
You fought well indeed. You have caught the principles of the style by watching and anticipating my movements.
Great. We got influence with her. Hey,
Yes?
you teach me some more fight moves.
I do not think you are ready for further instruction.
Any reason why I have to fight without clothes?
Duels among the Ichani are rituals, and it does not allow for armor or anything that restricts movement.
Alright. Yeah, sure, okay. It's a little cold on the ship.
Your modesty has no place in combat.
It's not a matter of
Even the
modesty, it's
youngest of the
fucking cold.
Ichani
Maybe you don't understand
understand
because
this.
you were on Telos. You seem to be anticipating my attacks.
It is the way of the Ichani to be able to read their opponents, to know where an opponent is going to strike before it connects, anticipate it, and then strike against them. Ichani battles are fought several minutes in advance. In many ways, it is much like the game of Dodgy, played in the core systems. The most advanced among the Ichani are able to predict the course of battles by months, and the most revered are said to be able to predict the path of wars. Only Revan ever demonstrated such skill in war, and even as he slaughtered us, the Ichani still respected him.
Can you teach me to do that? No reason.
You are already doing it.
But
If you do not know you are doing it, then
I
training
think
will
this
make you a
teaches us the
dangerous
same thing
opponent
that we
indeed.
already learned from her before, but our
As we
wisdom
fight
has a negative
more, I will
modifier.
teach you. You are doing better. At first, you learn. Perhaps it is now you.
Yeah. We already picked that up before. Our wisdom modifier to defense, which... I mean... it's great.
Yes.
Can I ask you some questions?
You may ask.
Did Atris... Alright, hold on. I have to take off this. I have to take this off. I'm also going to go into her inventory and put her robe back on her. Maybe I'm not? I guess her robe is gone. And I'll have to talk to her to get her to, like, make it reappear. Interesting. So, I was informed of a bug in the game where you could, like, have her put on those robes. Then you take them off her, and you could have her keep putting on those robes so she could infinitely spawn, like, robes that I guess you could break down for components. But I would like for her to have those robes back, so, I'm gonna have to ask you to put on clothes again. No. Although you look kind of badass with that on. It's also funny to get her, like, flex heavy armor. Put the clothes
I
on.
fail to understand.
Don't train well encumbered.
Will this do?
Jedi
Yes.
robes. So is your
I
mom?
never knew her. There is no absence of. I miss.
Alright. Gotta take off my headgear. There. We're good now.
Yes?
Questions?
You may ask.
Did Atris ever mention me?
She said you betrayed the Jedi by going to war when it was forbidden to you. You turned on your masters, your teachings, and yourself.
This sounds like a conversation we had in the Telos Academy. Oh?
That is not all she says. She says you know nothing of loyalty to any cause except...
And why was that?
Atris says that you fell to the dark side in the Mandalorian Wars, when you gave...
If that were the case, I would have fought in the Jedi Civil War.
Atris says when the Dark Lord Revan returned to the...
Did not march with Revan, this was my choice.
So it was a matter of choice?
I'd rather jab myself with a Bothan stunner. What else did she accuse me
I
of?
believe that is the extent...
Express
Yes,
feelings.
it is difficult.
So Atris does not know her own heart? What do you think Atris' heart says? Again, this is all like
Without
stuff we
having
run through
seen,
before.
battle is a pure form...
So if I crushed Atris' skull into the floor, that might get to the heart of the matter?
I do not think the battle would go as you describe, but in essence, yes. In battle, the words are swept...
Alright,
You
yeah.
may ask.
It's hard for me to remember, like, what I didn't ask her on the planet. Do you have a name?
Before entering Atris' service, yes, I carried a name, as all the children of the Ichani do.
What was it?
It is not important. My title and...
No. Listen. While you may take value in Atris' service and not in yourself, slaves feel that exact same way. If you have no value to anyone but Atris, you have no value to me. I don't want slaves. I could go pick those up from anywhere, like Nar Shaddaa. Give me a reason why I don't space you, damn it.
we all have value in our oaths to others, and the promises we make. When we make that pledge, we are pledging ourselves to something greater. When importance is placed on the self, then by such acts the galaxy is unmade.
I think we may have had this dialogue with her before, too. Yeah, we did. Because I remember these prompts. Fine, whatever, I had other
You
questions.
may ask.
Why do you look different for... I believe that talks about her father. I wanted to ask you about Atris.
I do not wish to speak of her to you. Her actions are her own, and to reveal to you if she sees fit. You may ask.
Why are you called the Handmaidens?
We attend Atris. It is the...
You're the last of them?
I am the last of the Handmaidens. This is correct. I train so that one day that will no longer be true.
I love looking at Jafan's face here. I don't think we have gone down this dialogue path. Maybe we have. Shit. It's been so long now. Like, this sort of, like, pitter-patter is just not something that I easily retain. I'm pretty sure I said your skill is impressive, as is your devotion to your training, but hell. I'm gonna say it again, though. Jafan can't deny that she is certainly more effective than her other siblings have been. You know, Jafan might even take her out on the next mission, the next planet that we go to. You know, she hasn't been a complete and total bitch. Yeah, that sounds reasonable enough. Skill's impressive.
That is not entirely correct. There are times I am distracted. Perhaps once having known the ways of the Jedi, you may understand what occupies my thoughts.
What?
There is much knowledge on Telos, and only one of the Jedi remain. There is so much about their ways of battle, their forms, their stances, that may be lost forever if the last of the Jedi is taken from the galaxy.
This is so sarcastic. To lose those combat techniques would be tragic indeed. He says wearing Master Rook's robe and forsaking lightsabers.
I know your meaning, but I have not been clear on mine. Stance, form, discipline are a means of expression and communication. They speak one's heart and one's devotion to their cause.
Damn, we have seen this before, haven't we? Because I think I'm pretty sure I've said 3 too. Shit! It's nothing new! But I keep tricking myself into thinking it's new. Slaughter?
It was to the Jedi traitor Malak. When Terrace was destroyed, it showed Malak's heart through its yet with Revan,
Okay.
he spoke through battle and tactics.
So ultimately there was nothing new here than the second fight. Too much poetry there, Hayden Vance. I'm pretty sure that's what I said on
Poetry
Telos.
is wordplay that cloaks feelings in riddles. Battle speaks, and its feeling is true. Revan knew this one. What stronger display than death for conveying one's sense of being betrayed
Maybe I
by one's
didn't like
own
this.
student? Revan's anger must have been great indeed. I would have wished to have been there for that final
Yeah,
exchange.
no, I definitely have. Well, okay, yeah, I'm going. Alright, so we said sort of cool things, and then we said sort of mean things. I think the nice thing we said was that she's doing a good job. But ultimately, we had a dark shift. I guess that's pretty much it with dialogue for everyone, huh? Yeah. Alright. I feel like there's something more that I should be getting from her. Oh well. I'm not too terribly well versed with her anyway. I didn't much take her out with me on like combat missions and stuff whenever I played this game so many years back. You know, whether it was as a melee person, I didn't care for having her, and as like this unlimited power wielder of the Force, I'd rather have a character that we might end up, well, we will definitely see later in the game. There's no guarantee that he'll end up with us, though. And that and just her, like, super pouty, no, you're not allowed to talk with this other character member, I'm gonna be forever silent. Just... We've had that conversation before, though, too, viewers. It's all just repeats. All just repeats, indeed. I guess that takes care of it, though. Yeah. Pretty fulfilling. It only took 2 videos after all. Where are we going to go next? Onderon, Nar Shaddaa, Korriban. Nar Shaddaa is, where Jafan is going to be hunted. Perhaps folks wanting to collect on that old Dedios. And, the exchange is there, too. And apparently they're looking for Jedi. You know, Jafan could be like, yeah, okay, yeah, the mercenaries allied with the exchange. What if I just go punch the exchange in the face? Then Dantooine is weaker already, right? They're completely weak. And Jafan takes it over. He moves there. There we go. Or maybe that's when we tell all the other Jedi Masters to go to Dantooine. Yeah, we'll rebuild an academy, it'll be great. Or the Enclave, whatever, eh? There's Onderon here, which is a forest area. And there's Korriban here. I'm not really sure where I want to go. I'm leaning... Like, part of me thinks that going to Nar Shaddaa at this point would be cool, just to, like, go punch the exchange in the face. Maybe I'll roll, like, a d6. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6. Beats me. How far away are we from level 16? Not too far. If I'd done a few extra things for experience, I'm sure I'd already be there. 130 force points by this point. How much do the powers cost? Still only an uptick of 3. Neat. These things are universal powers. It's only Knight Valor. Woohoo, lightsaber forms, yay! Good stuff, good stuff. Yeah. We've done good. We schooled Handmaiden again. We picked up a few XP from talking with Kreia. Maybe there's some more hidden there in a dialogue option. With Kreia. You got any more XP for us so that we can level up? I wouldn't mind.
Yes.
I can go pick up
Have you come
1,600
with
credits from
questions?
Romana.
Very well. That crystal, should your power increase, or is there something?
Alright, yeah.
That crystal is...
So it hasn't changed anymore. Got it. Alright. I guess I could talk about the homeworld. I have thought more about the destruction of V's homeworld.
And?
Anton said her planet was wiped out, that it was the only colony of her people in this sector of the galaxy.
Did he? And what do you make of that?
It seemed strange a Force-sensitive world was obliterated.
You are right to trust your instinct. If your instincts lead...
I think we actually already talked... God damn it. It really is repeats. Her entire planet was destroyed. She has no home left.
Without a home, another exile. Her people are not prone to violence, war, or hatred, yet their planet is obliterated, scoured from the face of the galaxy, and all that remains is a Sith.
We got problems.
You are right to... If you're in...
Yeah. Alright, great. Unfortunately, V doesn't want to give us any damn answers, because we don't have enough influence with her. Because I didn't ask whether she was alright. Because I didn't care. Because Jafan has a -1 in treat injury. And if she wasn't alright, then she should have just stayed in the med lab. Alright. We're out of here, I guess. Next time, perhaps we go to a new location. Perhaps we revisit an old location. Not like there's much to do at old locations. Talk to you later.